For my project, I use the equation y equals 100 x cubed plus 3. So on a graph that looks like this. So when I was looking at the graph, I said I needed to find which part I wanted to take. So I just took it up from the interval from 0 to 6. So I would have to write the equation out on an interval from 0 to 6. 100 plus 3. There it is. So when we're thinking about the project that we had to do, we have to wrap the function around the x-axis. It's easier to show if I do it upside down and make the x-axis that one. So if this is 0 and this was 3, because that is where it crosses the y, well, that's where it crosses the y-axis. Is that 3? So it's probably -3. If we were to flip it around, it would make a circle, and it would be a cylinder type shape that gets thicker as it gets near the top. Now this would be 6. So we know exactly how, well, we know exactly what the radius is of the bottom circle, and we also know what the height of the shape is. And then once as we just plug x values in to the equation up here, once as we just plug x values in, we would find out what the y values were for each point along the pot. When we have the shape made, we can think of it as discs. And when you think of them, when you cut it all into discs, you think of them as infinitely small discs, and that's dx, or infinitely thin, I guess. So when we're taking the interval between them, we're going to be taking them from 0 to 6 of pi. The radius will be the actual function that we're using, which was 1/100 x cubed plus 3. And then we're going to square that. Now this is because that is the area equation of a circle. So if you're thinking of each little tiny, really tiny circle, when you take the area of every single one of them over the interval from 0 to 6, that's going to be the volume. So when we do this out and we actually find what the answer to that is, it's 243.82. And that's the answer for the volume. Now here is Jack Vatcher actually spinning my pot. And if you can see right here, it's starting to get the shape of the actual design that I'd created. And Jack actually has the pot, and it'll be with the project. And that's a photo of him spinning it. So there's Jack, and it's going to turn out looking 6 inches high, 3 inches. It's going to have a 3-inch radius at the bottom, and it's going to have about a 5-inch radius at the top. And that's the pot.